How is progress measured in an IEP? Welcome to another episode in our IEP questions series. If you haven't seen our previous videos on parental advocacy and the role of special ed teachers, we're here. Please watch them first. Today, we're discussing how to measure progress in an IEP. So, why measure progress? It's vital for several reasons. First, it helps the IEP team, educators, specialists, parents, and sometimes the student evaluate the plan's effectiveness so the team can adapt strategies as needed. Second, it offers an objective way to see if the student is meeting IEP goals, covering academics, communication, behavior, and social skills. Third, it empowers parents and students by providing evidence of growth, fostering active participation, and boosting student confidence. Lastly, measuring progress is a legal requirement under federal laws like IDEA, ensuring compliance and student rights. So, how is progress measured in an IEP? Well, it's often a mix of methods: standardized tests for academic baseline, teacher observations for day-to-day tracking, curriculum-based measurement for frequent academic checks, grade-level assessments for broader academic context, portfolios for tangible evidence, and input from parents and students for a holistic view. Specialist reports offer extra insights, and digital tools can assist in data collection. This multifaceted approach ensures a thorough understanding of a student's growth and plan effectiveness. And if you are the type who loves to know about these methods in detail, here you go. Standardized tests. Standardized tests serve as a benchmark for assessing your child's academic performance. For instance, if your child starts with a reading score in the 20th percentile, later assessments can show whether they're closing the gap. These tests are designed to be objective and consistent, helping you understand how your child's skills compare to children of the same age. Experts suggest that a move from the 20th to the 30th percentile over a school year is a substantial improvement worth celebrating. Teacher observations. Teachers have the advantage of seeing your child in a learning environment every day. They can offer keen insights into behavioral changes, classroom participation, and skill mastery. If your child used to struggle with group activities and now volunteers, it could signify growth in social skills or confidence. Teachers usually maintain observational notes that can be quantified over time to evaluate progress systematically. Curriculum-based measurement, or CBM. CBMs are quick, subject-specific assessments given throughout the academic year. If a 20% improvement in scores occurs over a semester, it often indicates that teaching interventions are effective. CBMs can be especially useful in subjects like math, where skill development is sequential and foundational skills are vital for understanding more complex topics. Grade-level assessments. So these assessments compare your child's performance against grade-level standards. For example, if your child's proficiency in math increases from 60 to 80% of grade-level expectations, it's a strong sign of progress. These assessments often coincide with state standards and can be a helpful gauge for long-term academic achievement. Portfolio assessments. So, this method involves collecting a variety of your child's work over time to create a portfolio. Not only does it show academic progress, like evolving from single sentences to paragraphs in writing, but it also may include art projects, videos, or other works that highlight growth in broader capabilities. This qualitative data complements quantitative measurements, offering a fuller picture of your child's development. Parent and student input. Don't underestimate your observations. You know your child best. A child starting to use new vocabulary at home or showing improved behavior during family gatherings contributes to the overall assessment. Some research indicates that up to 40% of educational progress is influenced by out-of-school factors, such as home life and extracurricular activities. Specialist reports. Specialists like speech therapists, occupational therapists, and psychologists add another layer of expertise. For instance, a speech therapist's report indicating a 15% improvement in your child's speech clarity within 6 months can be a concrete measure of success. These reports often include both statistical and observational data, making them a rich resource for assessing progress in specific areas. Digital tools. Technological advancements have led to sophisticated software capable of tracking real-time academic performance. These tools often have dashboards that show statistical data, trends, and graphs, enabling immediate adjustments in teaching methods. So, by using a combination of these methods, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of how your child is progressing. And to be clear, there is no universal benchmark for IEP effectiveness, as it varies based on the individual student's abilities, also goals, and the specific nature of their disabilities. However, here are some factors that can help determine whether it is effective or ineffective. Goal achievement. One of the primary indicators of effectiveness is whether the student is making progress toward their IEP goals and objectives. If the student is consistently meeting or exceeding their goals, it suggests that the IEP is effective. Data and evidence. The collection of data, including assessments, observations, and work samples, can provide evidence of progress. If the data consistently shows improvement and growth in the target areas, the IEP is likely effective. Adaptations and modifications. An effective IEP is flexible and responsive to the student's changing needs. If the IEP team is actively making adjustments to the plan based on the student's progress and challenges, it suggests a commitment to effectiveness. Functional improvement. For students with disabilities that affect daily living and functional skills, improvements in these areas are essential indicators of effectiveness. Progress in areas like communication, self-care, and social skills can have a significant impact on the student's quality of life. Transition preparedness. If the IEP includes transition goals to prepare the students for life beyond school, such as higher education, employment, or independent living, the effectiveness of the IEP can be assessed based on the student's readiness for these transitions. Consistency with legal requirements. An effective IEP should also comply with legal requirements outlined in the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA, and other relevant regulations. So if the IEP is in line with these requirements, it's more likely to be effective. Stakeholder collaboration. Effective IEPs involve collaboration among teachers, specialists, parents, and other stakeholders. If the team is working together harmoniously and effectively to support the students, it's a positive sign. It's important to recognize that the assessment of IEP effectiveness is an ongoing process, and regular review meetings allow the IEP team to discuss progress and make necessary adjustments. If the student is not making expected progress, it's an opportunity for the team to explore new strategies interventions, or modifications to ensure the best possible outcomes for the student. How often should the IEP be reviewed or revised to see its effectiveness? Well, it varies depending on the needs of the student, the regulations of the educational institution, and the recommendations of the IEP team. However, in our country, the United States, where the IEP process is governed by the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA or IDEA, IEPs are typically reviewed and revised on an annual basis. With that said, we have explained how progress is measured in an IEP, how to see if the process is effective, and most importantly, how often an IEP should be reviewed or revised. The ultimate goal of an IEP is to provide a child with a roadmap for success. This can happen in a regular classroom, a special education classroom, or a combination of settings. The important thing is that the child is making progress and that their unique needs are being met. For a child with learning struggles, parents can help meet those needs at home. Remember, a parent is a child's first teacher. You, as a parent, with the right guidance, can help your child overcome learning struggles by doing simple exercises at home. How do you do that? With the Learning Success System, of course. The Learning Success System is an educational therapy program designed to help parents work with their children at home to improve foundational learning skills. It focuses on things like visual and auditory processing, proprioception, and spatial awareness, among others. By working on these skills, children can overcome specific learning disabilities such as dyslexia, dyscalculia, and dysgraphia, and also become more confident in their abilities. When a child has strong foundational skills, it becomes easier for them to learn and understand new concepts in school. For example, good visual tracking skills can help a child read more efficiently, while strong auditory memory skills can make it easier to follow spoken instructions. By building up these skills using the Learning Success System, you can help your child become more successful in school and better equipped to handle academic challenges. And to learn more about IEPs, watch our full playlist that goes into depth on IEPs. We cover the subject deeply so you can be a fully informed parent. You can get that playlist right here.